Krakens, we hope you had a wonderful break, and with second semester starting, we want to make sure that we review some of those expectations to make sure we have a successful 2022. All right, remember our vision: countless possibilities, limitless potential. This school has amazing opportunities for you if you're here and making positive choices. Our mission: we build a better tomorrow by cultivating academic and technical skills that prepare our students for success in their chosen pathway. And you all have some great pathways with these programs you're in. Let's make sure we take advantage of what you've got. All right, next thing we want to do is talk about our social media, and Mrs. Painter is going to tell you about that.
Hey Krakens, follow us on all the social media platforms. We have Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, as well as our website. So to get the most updated information and know all the happenings that are happening at KTech, you'll need to follow us and pay attention so you'll always know what's happening. Also, make sure that you check your email, your school email, Office 365. That's where communications are going to happen between your teachers, between administrators, your counselors, through your Office 365 email, as well as your Canvas email. But number one, always check that Office 365 email. Next up is our very own Corporal Lucasio with updated information for you staying safe.
Hello, Kraken. So, first semester, we did struggle a lot with vaping on campus. We need to make sure from here on out, we have no more vaping on campus. This is a big issue. You will receive a $50 citation as well as school discipline, which will lead up to school suspension. Also, please make sure that we're following all rules. When we're on campus, we are on campus to stay. We are not leaving. We're not going to our car. We're not driving our car from Wendell-Crinn to Marchman. We are here on Wendell-Crinn's campus only. We can't have food delivered because we don't want anybody that does not belong on our campus coming onto campus. We have to be able to record who's here and why they're here, so that bringing outside people in makes that go into jeopardy. So we need to know who's on our campus and why they're on our campus. So please follow these rules. Also, we've been having a lot of issues with Fortify Florida. This is for if you see someone with a weapon on campus, or if you are worried about a friend's health that you can't go to a teacher or come to me. Those are the only two things Fortify Florida is for. It's not to say, oh, so-and-so is picking on me, or oh, so-and-so is in the bathroom hanging out. Fortify Florida is for emergency circumstances only. That's if you see a weapon on campus that you can't tell your teacher, or you can't get out of class, or if you're worried about your friend's mental health.
You obviously have Corporal to go to with issues, things that you need help with, but you also have Mr. Cavalieri. A couple things we're going to go over is skipping and tardies. Remember, you have to be in class. And tardies, if you get more than 3 tardies, you will start getting referrals. Sign out procedures. Remember that if you do want to leave at some point during the day, you have to sign out from the front office. You have to have a parent that signs you out, or we have to have contact from them to make sure that you can do that. It is a closed campus. Corporal already talked about that. And we want to make sure you know about sexting. Please note that if someone is asking you to send a naked picture of yourself, or boyfriend, girlfriend even, remember that is child pornography. Anybody under the age of 18 possessing, distributing child pornography, you do not want that to happen. So if they ask you to do that, ask them if they're wanting to visit you in jail, because that's what we're talking about. Attendance. Please make sure that you're here as much as possible. Obviously with COVID, you need to take that into account. We don't want you here if you're not healthy, but otherwise you need to be here as much as possible. Remember, when you're next door at Marchman, especially when you get into those 3-period blocks, it's like missing 3 days. You need to be here as much as possible. The Marchman Trail, make sure you're ready for any weather. We are going to get into that rainy season this semester, so bring ponchos or umbrellas. And remember that you cannot go across the trail, like Corporal already mentioned, for picking up food unless you are a student of the month, because then you get those opportunities. Discipline referrals. We will be having, instead of after school detentions, now before school detentions. If you're bad on our campus, we're going to make you come extra. So you're going to have to come before school so you can be here for a detention, or you're going to be here on a 3-hour Saturday. So you have that extra time here on campus.
And I want to talk to you about a couple important topics. One is zeros are not permitted at KTech. And so as we've talked about before, zeros ruin your grade average and also your grade point average over time. And so we have some programs in place, the first being a policy that you have an opportunity as a student to turn in all assignments that may be missing up until 1 week before the end of the quarter for a grade of no less than 50%. So take advantage of that opportunity, and that will prevent you from accumulating zeros that are going to hurt your GPA and will potentially prevent you from staying at KTech. The other thing that I wanted to talk about is our ZAP program. As part of Zeros Are Not Permitted, we have a mandatory academic lunch program. So your teachers can refer you if you receive zeros for assignments to go to academic lunch, and you'll report to room 112 and work with our discipline assistant to make up any missing assignments that you may have as part of those courses. Next up, we're going to talk a little bit about our extended day program, and so that's an amazing opportunity for you guys to get extra time and extra help to work on your coursework, your assignments, projects, any of those types of things. And so we have that 2 days a week, most Mondays and Wednesdays. So like sometimes when we have early release day, we don't have extended day. But most Mondays and Wednesdays you can come from. Now the time is adjusted to 3:05 until 5. And so our buses will start running at 5 o'clock to take students back to their hub stops beginning at 5 p.m. But you can get help in math. We have a math lab open, ELA, science, social studies, any of those subjects, and just dedicated time to focus on your classwork during extended day. So most people already signed up. That we have almost, I think, over 200 students who've already signed up for extended day. If you've already signed up, you're good to go for the rest of the school year. But if you want to sign up for extended day, see one of your counselors or me, and we'll get you signed up. Thanks.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Iannone, school counselor for students with last names A through K.
And hello, I'm Mrs. White. I'm school counselor for students with last names L through Z, and I'm going to be working with Mrs. Luddington. If you'd like to see either one of us, please feel free to come to Student Services or fill out a mock form, and that will get you an appointment with us.
So what do we do as the counselors? As always, we are here to help you be as successful as possible. So if you have any concerns, whether they are personal, social, academic related, college and career ready concerns, then please come and see us. We are here to help you be as successful as you can be here, and to help get rid of any kind of barriers that are going to get in the way of your success. And then these are our graduation requirements, which I know you are all familiar with because we've gone over it so many times, but we want to focus on this magic number, 2.0 GPA. Remember, not just for graduation do you need that 2.0 grade point average, but also to remain a student in good standing here at Wendell-Crinn. And so we want you here. So we want to help you be successful and have that minimum 2.0 grade point average. So the semester has ended, your grades have posted, and so you need to be looking at your grades in My Student. If you're finding that you need help bringing those grades up, getting that GPA up, please come and see Miss White, Miss Luddington starting in February, or myself, so that we can help you create a plan for success and you can have the best year ever this year here at Wendell-Crinn.
Hello, Kraken. Super excited about dress code. We follow the district dress code, the same as the rest of the entire county. The only difference for us is we do allow hats. But going through some specifics, remember, straps, boys and girls both, you have to have at least 1 inch of width on the strap. You have to have a shirt that comes from armpit to armpit. We don't see anything below that. You have to have no undergarment showing. You must have that shirt coming all the way down below your belt line. Shorts, skirts, whatever you're wearing on the bottom must come at least to mid-thigh. All those things have to happen with your clothing. Also, you can't have any vulgar, profane, or offensive things on there. Bandanas are not allowed, and we do not allow you to wear hoods on our campus.
All right, hey, it's Mr. Williams again, and I wanted to talk about transportation needs and concerns. And so at KTech, we had to make some adjustments for semester 2. We only have 9 buses now, so they may be just a little bit more crowded. And the times have adjusted and all the numbers have changed. So I just wanted to kind of put it out there that if you have any questions about your transportation, I'm the guy to come to, and usually I can get those things resolved for you. But the hub stop times and the different information related to our buses are all on our website. Okay? The next thing I wanted to talk about was student parking. And so by this time, if you're a student driver, you should have a parking permit fully approved, and we want to make sure that you are displaying that tag for the permit that you've purchased and earned, so that we know whose car it is. It's very important to us. We have a designated student area, so no parking outside the gate, so that you could potentially leave campus without checking out. And there's no parking at Marchman Technical College. Even if you're a student over there, for a large amount of time, a block or 2 blocks, you have to park on KTech's campus. Okay? So once again, if you have any questions related to parking, come see me or Miss Galati in the front office, and she can help you get hooked up with that parking pass.
All right, Krakens, we have our PBIS, Positive Behavior Intervention Supports, that we've been rolling out all year, and actually for several years now, but this year is so critical that we're able to support you in all of your great behaviors with the Kraken Cash and all the other activities that we do. So with your positive behaviors, your teachers hopefully are giving you those Kraken Cash. If they're not, encourage them to give you Kraken Cash, because we can utilize them with purchasing things in our school store, as well as our treats that we give out on the 1st and 3rd Wednesday of every month, and our wheel that we have on the 2nd Wednesday of every month. We also have quarterly events that we have that will be able to be used for Kraken Cash purposes as well. So make sure that you're encouraging your teachers to give out those Kraken Cashes for all those positive behaviors that you're exemplifying out there, and that way you'll have those Kraken Cashes to turn in for all of the exciting incentives that we have for you here at KTech. COVID, we all know that it has been a challenge that we have been trying to overcome for quite some time right now, but it seems to have resurfaced. So we want to make sure that we are following all the protocols necessary to be safe. One of the things that we're strongly encouraging is masks. While it's not comfortable, may not be the most aesthetically pleasing, it definitely has shown to prove some help in our safety. So we are encouraging masks. So if you can wear them, please do so to help yourself and others. Also, if you are home and you are ill, that you are not passing the screener that is on our district website as well as our school website, if you do not pass that and you stay home, you find that you have a positive test, make sure that you call the front office so that we can get you hooked up with Mrs. Stromer in the clinic. We need to make sure that we have documentation so that you can have all your absences cleared and make sure that you have all of the work that you need to be successful while you are out. Also, if you've come in contact with someone who has tested positive, that does not necessarily mean that you have to quarantine. You do and should wear a mask for the safety of yourself and others, but you are able to resume normal activities of coming to school. Please do not take 10 days at home just because you are around a person who has tested positive. But if you become ill or you have any symptoms whatsoever, that is definitely a different case. But we really want you to be here. So if you are well, take precautions, wear your mask, and be here. Also, communication is key. If you have any questions, talk with Ms. Stromer in the clinic. She can help walk you through it. If you are out, whether it's a positive case or you are feeling ill because you've been around somebody who's positive, contact your teachers via email. That is how you're going to get those Zooms up and running so that you can get your academics taken care of while you're at home. So if you're feeling well enough while you're at home, we really need you to be on those Zooms so you don't lose out and you continue with your success here at KTech.
All right, Krakens, we just want to remind you one more time, if you need help, support with anything, you have amazing teachers here, reach out to them. You have awesome counselors. You have Corporal, you have Cavalieri, you have all kinds of people as well as our admin team. We want to make sure you have a successful and amazing second semester. Make sure you follow these simple things. Being safe and acting responsibly, being positive with our students and with each other, showing up on time, ready to learn, having your materials, your equipment ready, and demonstrating that respect for others. We have an awesome group of students here. We want to make sure we help you any way we can, and have a great rest of our 2022 school year.
I'm begging you to put your loving hand out, baby.